array lists. Our previous lessons, we talked about how to create them up here at the top, where we declare empty lists with our non-primitive data types. We talked about adding things using the .add method to add things to our list. We talked about the get, where you can pull stuff out using the .get method. But how do you update information? So if I want to update information, let's go ahead and pull one of the ages out. Let's go ahead and change that -40. So we're going to do ages set, and we're going to tell it which one we want to set. So we want to set the first element, which is the 1. So 34 was 0, -40 is 1. And then we're going to put in our new value. So we didn't mean to put -40, we wanted a 40 inside of that one. So I can go ahead and tell it which element I want to change and go ahead and set that. So if I want to change Peter to something else, we can go ahead and do names. Let's just change Jane. So let's do set, and we want the Jane one, so 0, 1, 2. And we're going to set Jane to Janie. She likes to go by Janie instead of Jane. So I can go ahead and set those two different values. And I'm going to continue, actually we've got to print out one more. So I'm going to go back up to the read item here, and I'm going to print out one more. And I will do system.out. Let's see here. Oh, excuse me, had a little cough there. Print line. And we're going to do ages dot get, and we're going to put a 1 in there because I want to see what it looks like before we make the change to it. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to declare ours when we create the object. We're going to run the create items to put information in. We're going to print them all out. We're going to update 2 of them, and then we're going to rerun read items. So let's go back over here to start. And there's our update items. But let's go ahead right after we update our items. Let's go ahead and run our read items again. So just what we're recapping here, we're using the age list. We're setting the first element to 40. We're setting the 2 element to Janie. And in this case, if I try to set something outside the index, I would still get that same error saying out of bounds index. So just be careful that you don't try to change something. So let's go ahead and run that. So first we had -40, we printed out Rob, Peter, Jane, and true, and then now we have a +40 because our update was done. Rob, Peter, and Jane is now Janie, and we went ahead and printed out true. So we do have a couple things going on here where we changed the value of -40 to 40, and we changed Jane to Janie, and we did that by using our update items. I'm going to show you one more thing that is kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and take our ages here, and we're going to set our 1 element, the 40, and what we're going to do in here is we're going to do ages.get the 1, and we're going to do ++. So we're going to basically, what do I got going on here? We are going to set it equal to +1. Okay, there we go. So we're going to take that piece and we're going to add 1 to it, and then we're going to print it back out again. So actually, so ages.set, so we set it to 40, and then I'm immediately going to get it out of here, which is going to get me 40. I'm going to add 1 to it 1. So I'm actually, when you run this again, it's not going to even say 40. It's going to say 41 years old. So if I run this, there's -40, Bob, Peter, Jane, and there's my 41. So you can kind of nest some of this stuff together. So I set it to 40 on line 31, but I immediately get that value out. I add 1 to it and then set it right back into it. So if you want to do some kind of incrementer of your birthdays, like if you get a year older every year for your birthday, you can set something up like this. You still have to tell it which value you're going to set, but you can actually put different combinations of stuff inside of here. So one more piece to cover, and that's how you take information out of your array list, and then we'll be done with the top.